All right, guys, welcome back to part 2. Number 3 says three functions f, g, and h are defined as f of x is 2x minus 1, g of x is equal to 3x plus 2, and h of x is 5 to the x. All right, so it says find the value of f a half. So first, we identify what is f and write back that, all right? So let's do that. F of x is equal to 2x minus 1. And here's some talking on my neighbor name. Kind of loud. All right, so f a half. So what we're going to do, we're going to actually replace x with a half. So it'll be 2 times a half, because since s is a half, minus 1. So cancel out, this is going to give us 1. So 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. So when a half is inserted in the function, the input would be 0. All right, so let's proceed. It says h0. So I'm going to write back h. H of x is 5x, 5 to the raised to the x, so that's 5 raised to the x. All right, that's Mr. Joe. All right, so now you're gonna replace it with 0. All right, so anywhere you see x, you put 0. So that's 5 raised to the 0, and any number raised to the power 0 is equal to 1. And that will be our answer. 1 would be our answer for that one. These are pretty straightforward so far. All right, this one says g squared minus 3. So let us go back up and identify what is g, and then put negative 3 in the function. So g, the value of g is 3x plus 2. What was it again? 3x plus 2? So g negative 3. So let's work out this part first. So that's 3 3 is 9 plus 2, and that's gonna give us negative 7. So for g squared now, let's rewrite this now. All right, I forgot we work with over here. So since that equal negative 7, it's gonna be 3 negative 7 plus 2. So 3 sevens 21 plus 2. So that works out to negative 19. So our answer would be negative 19. All right, it says B now, find g of x, give your answer in its simplest form. So we're gonna combine g and f. This is what we call a composite function. So we could go back up at the top, find out what g. Oh, g was 3x plus 2. Just rewrite that. Don't remember what was x. Hit the like button if you're just joining. Let's see what f of x was. All right, so I could just go back up. I know h was 0. F what f again? F 2x minus 1. Okay, so we're gonna combine both of them, 2x minus 1. So these are 2x minus 1. All right, so the rules state that we write back the last function, which is f in this case. So we're gonna write back all of f. That is gonna become our x in G. So I'm just change the ink. Know my style already. All right, so we're gonna write back G. So G is a 3x, so this is 3. This is our x plus 2. All right, so now we're just gonna expand the bracket, and that's it. So 3, 2, 6. 3 times 1, that's negative 3, plus the 2. So our final answer would be 6x minus 1 in the simplest form. All right. If they had given us a number here, so say GF2, when we finish this, we'll basically put in that in the function. All right. So let us just, it's not on the paper, just in case they give you this. So it was 2 right there. After you find this, you just substitute 2 in it. All right. So it will be 6x minus 1. Write back it first, write back the formula first, and then you substitute it. So it will be 6 times 2 minus 1. So that will be 12 minus 1, and that will be equal to 11. I want you guys to put in the comment section, what if it was GF3? Type that in the comment section now, guys. Work out that. Same formula, same everything, but this time you're finding GF3. Put that in the comment and we can comment on it. See what's happening. All right. All right. Now this one's a find G inverse. So we're finding the inverse of G. So let's go. Write it big for everybody we can see it. All right, what was G again? I think G was 3x plus 2. Yeah. So we're gonna find the inverse of this. You can do it by inspection, but I'm gonna show this step today. So it's 3x plus 2. All right, first we change the function to y. And then the interchange x for y and y for x. So where x is, we're gonna put y, and where y is, we're gonna put x. I've done these on my channel very often, so you guys can go back and check them out. So now we're gonna make y the subject. So we get rid of this plus 2 by taking the inverse of plus 2. So it would be plus 2. What's the opposite of plus 2? If you said minus 2, you are correct. So you do it to one side, you do it to both sides. So you'll get x minus 2 equal 3y. So we still need to get rid of this 3 because we want to get y by itself, right? So that means we just divide both sides by 3. So now we get that by itself. So the inverse of G would be x minus 2 divided by 3. So that would be our answer. All right. If you're just joining, we are doing the January 2022 paper. Please ensure so you like the video, all right? Let's see what the next question says. And if you change back this to block. It says answer otherwise calculate the value of G, the inverse of G of x equal 4. So guess what, guys? We already know what's G inverse because we just calculated. Well, we just calculated up there, and that was what? X minus 2 over 3. And them say we must equate this to 4. So just put in a little equal sign, equal 4, and then we determine the value for x. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna get rid of this 3 by taking the opposite of dividing by 3, which is 2 times by 3. And then we do that for both sides. So we times by 3, right? So we are left with this now. X minus 2 equal to 12. And we know the next step. Get rid of this minus 2 by adding 2. Hit the like button if you're just joining, guys. What not going with, man? Welcome, welcome. All right, so x would equal to 14. Remember, guys, you're encouraged to try. Please ensure you like the video. Please share the video on your social media platform so everyone can get help. All right. All right, let's proceed. All right, so we're at 6. At a trap meet, a cylindrical container. What in the world? Why is this behaving like this now? What's happening? Sorry about that, guys. Not sure exactly what happened. All right, so you say a track. At a track meet, a cylindrical container fitted to the pipe shown below is used to serve water to athlete. The cylindrical container of radius 12 centimeter and height 20 centimeter is completely filled with the water, and the pipe fitted in the bottom dispense water into the cone-shaped cups. The cone-shaped cups have a radius of 3 centimeter and a height of 8 centimeter. All right, so bear this in mind. We're gonna use this at some point. All right, so let's see what they say now. So you should calculate the volume of the water in the cylindrical container in liters. In liters. Write your answer correct to 1 decimal, please. Bear in mind, 100 cm3 equal 1 liter. Okay, then. All right, let's find the volume. Let's find the volume, which is this. So let's go up to this. So the volume of any 3D shape is the area of the base many times by the height. All right. So this is a circular, so we're gonna use pi r square times the height. All right. So pi, it didn't tell us what to use pi. All right, we're gonna use, since this is not a multiple of 7, I'm gonna use 3.14. Think it easier. The radius is 12, so that's 12 times 12. And then we times it by the height, which is 20. And again, just punch all of that in your calculator. That would be your answer. All right. So let's go now. So it should be 3.14 times 12.14 times 20. So that works out to 9,043. All right, so I'm getting 9,043.2, right? And this is CM3, because it's volume, right? 3 dimension. All right, they did say we're supposed to put it in liter. So that would be 1,000 times this. 1 over 1,000 times this. So that work out to 9.0432. And this is liter. So 2 decimal place, it would be 9.04. We did say 2 decimal places. All right, so that will be the answer for this one. Let's go down and see what they say now. As I did give us some dimension for this, so it must have something to do with it. All right. Let's go. It says now water flows from the cylindrical container along the pipe into the cone-shaped cup at a rate of 7.8 milliliter per second. Calculate the time taken to fill one of the empty cone-shaped cup. Give your answer correct to the nearest second. All right, so let's just find the volume of the cone of the cone. So it's 1/3. It's actually given. Now it takes 3 cone to fill up a cylinder if they have the same length or same height. All right. So I'm going to work out for this one. So it's going to calculate fill to one of the empty cone cups. Give your answer correct to 1 decimal place. So what was the height? The height was what? 3 and 8. So 3 and 8, 3 and 8. So the radius is 3. All right, so the radius is 3. So the radius are 3. All right, so let's go. So it's 1/3 times pi. The radius is 3 times 3. And the height was 8. Guys, punch out on the calculator. Let's see how much that work out. All right, so I'm using my calculator, so you guys use the calculator, all right? So 3.14 times that times that. So technically work out about 75. 5.36. Now they did give us a 7.8. That's the rate. So technically 1 ml equal 1 cm3, right? So 7.8 ml, that is technically 7.8 times 1. So that's 7.8, right? So we're just going to divide this by 7.8. But they did give us the rate. So this is the everything when it's full, but this is the rate at what it full up, all right? So let's go. Again, punch that in my calculator and then can proceed. It's about, so let me see, 7.536. All right, so that's 9 seconds, 9.66. So to the nearest, it would be 10 seconds. And that's for 3 marks. I think that's a lot of problem for 3 marks too. All right. All right, let's go down to the next one. It says now, determine the number of empty cone shaped cups in B can be completed filled from the cylindrical container. What was the original volume? So it's going to be the volume of the cylinder divided by the volume of the cone. That will tell us how many of it can be filled, right? So let's go. I don't remember the figures, so I have to go back up. CSEC, you know, so only get away with trouble though. You know, easy, trust me. That was what? It was 9,043. 9,043. 9,043. 9,043. And the entire cone was what? 78, 75? So 75, yeah. This were the 3 marks. Because if you didn't work out that, it wouldn't look so easy. All right. So let's see how many of them fill from. So it would be 9,043.2 divided by 75.36. So it's exactly 120. Wow, awesome. So it's 120 cups. So that would be our answer. All right. Let's see what they have in store for us now. I think some of these people never scan so well, you know. Some of the page seems to be missing. All right, so let's move on to this one. Number 7, always a headache for students. A sequence figure is made from lines of unit length and dot. The lines form a series of octagons and squares. All right, octagons and squares. All right, so I guess these are the squares. Okay, cool. The dots are placed in each vertex. All right, so which is them place where the 2 lines meet. The first 3 figures in the sequence below are shown. All right, boom. So we have 1. What we end up with now? We end up with 2 circles. So that means that what them add? So them add 1, 2 of this, and 1 of this. Let me see for that pattern there. So we have 2 now. So we don't have them here originally now, right? Which is them here. So we have them here now. See the addition here. Let me see pattern already. 1, 2 of this, and 1 of this. So all we'll have to do is draw a square upon it. I'm not the best drawer, guys. I'm not the best drawer. So what I'm gonna do, it's supposed to be 2 squares. Let's see if we can do it. Boom. 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 And this one. So it go. Yeah, so it form, right? So from here, so then, boom. Put that one up. Boom. And the worst draw, I can't draw, guys. No, my secret is out. I cannot draw. Alright, so you'll form a next circle thing using this. So that I have one more this. So it'll be from here. So 8 side it up. Bam, bam. Anyway, it'll do it until it get a circle. But that's the thing. So it's 2 of this. You got add on and 1 circle. So that's the pattern that I picked up. And that's I get 2 marks. It's very difficult to draw with this. All right. See the headache part there. No, for many students, But I actually work better with the numbers. Weird, which is weird, than the actual sum. All right, so the number of dots D and the number of unit lines from the perimeter of the shape P form a pattern. The values of D and P are the first three figures are written in the table below. Study the pattern to each of the rows. In each row of the table. All right, so we are going to study it. So figure 1, tell a total of 8 dots. And the perimeter, or the perimeter, which is the total distance around, was 8. All right, boom. For figure 2, 8. All right, so what we can see right so 8, it'll go by 8, right? So that means we just put this as a side piece. Could be 8n, we're not sure yet. Yeah, man, that's correct. Cause on a square. Yeah. All right, so this is 8n. So that's it'll be 8 times 4. It's actually easy. 8n, yeah. 8 3 is 24, 8 2 16, 8 1 is 8. Yeah, man. Guys, the thing about this, it have to be true for all. Alright? Alright, let's see what happened with this now. Alright, so it's a 8. We have a plus 6 right here. Plus 6 again. So it could be 6n. Right, I'll go by 6. Or 6 4s. Alright, I'm gonna try it. 6 1s are 6. All them get the dot. 6 2s are 12. All them get the 14. All right, so them add 2. So it'll be 6n plus 2. Yeah, man, I get it. So that'll be 6 times 4 plus 2. 6 4 is 24 plus 2. 6 4 is 24. That's what? 26. Is that if you're adding 6, right? So basically, these are the something we're going to use. All right. So boom, we end up with 86. So this, when put a formula in a feet row, this is 8n. Right? Just 8n. But to get that one here, it will be 6n plus 2. So since I give you this one, we're going to use this one to solve it. So 6n plus 2 equal 86. Boom, subtract 2, so that'll be 6n equal 84. And then we divide by 6. And me are fine, you know, and me are fine, and me are fine. All right, so 6 into 8, that's a 1, that remains a 2, 6, 4. So this is 14. And this would be 8n. So 6 times 14 would be our answer. Yeah. No, this is 8n. So that'd be 8 times 14. So this should be 112. Yeah, this always greater than this or equal to it, right? So that work out to 112. And see, they want to ask for the formula now. So this is 8n. And these are 2 more marks. And these are 6n plus 2. I think I should do this on a separate video, as a lot of people struggle with these. So we have to fix it, you know, guys. You have to fix it. You have to fix it. All right, let's go down and see if there's more to it. It's a for the figure greater than 1, which the number of dots is greater than the perimeter P. Determine the value for n for which the difference between D and P is 36. Or the difference So we are going to set up that now. So the dots, what was the dots again? Which one represent the dot? Or D? All right, so these are D. So D are the dots minus P, and it must work out to 36. Whoa. All right. Could go back to the formula, right? For D, it was 8n, that's the formula, minus, what was the formula for the next one? Let me go back up. I think it was 6n plus 2. So that's 6n plus 2, and that must equal to 36. All right, these are the like terms, so that will be what, 2n plus n equal 36. No, so all right, hold on, guys, because it's a 6. We can't just put this. It's supposed to be in a bracket because it's not just a 6. It's minus everything. This is also just like at the 6 alone. All right, so 8n. So I'm going to expand the bracket. It should be minus 6, and this times this give us minus 2. Yeah, guys, this is one expression, so we can go put 6. So it have to go in a bracket. All right. So this is I give it 2n minus 2 equal 36, and then you add 2 to both sides. Sometimes I think I need to go through some of them people here first. Sometimes I don't have the time, guys. I just work it straight because so n equal 90. I know I prepared this already though. As when the students do it normally. It look. So 19. So it would be figure 19. All right, guys, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. All right, so let's see if we can go down to our next one. How should I make our next video? Part 3. So number 8. Think we're gonna do it a part 3. All right, so come back for part 3. This is an expedit out, no doubt. See you guys in part 3. I don't want the videos to be too long, guys, because people don't watch long videos.